Okay, the problem I'm going to work out right now is problem number 16, and that's on today's homework. Okay, so the problem looks like this. 3/5 x plus 2 equals 0. Now, this might throw you off for a little bit, because obviously when something is equal to 0, it kind of confuses a lot of kids. So what I'm going to do, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to push the 2 away. And how do I push the 2 away? Somebody tell me. Eric.
By crossing it out.
By taking it out, crossing it out, and then what? Opposite operation. What's opposite of plus 2?
Minus 2.
Minus 2. So I minus 2 on one side. What do I got to do to the other side?
Same.
The same thing. So minus 2 on the other side. Okay? So I'm left with 3/5 x equals, what's 0 minus 2?
0.
0 minus 2.
Minus
If you're at 0 and you go back to
negative 2.
negative 2. So I'm there so far. Everybody good?
Yes, sir.
Now, here's what confuses most kids. Okay, so you have the 3/5 x equals negative 2. I'm going to teach you a word called reciprocal. The reciprocal is kind of like the flip of that fraction. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, what's the flip of 3 over 5?
5 over 3.
5
5 over 3. So, you're going to multiply it times 5 over 3. Yes? Can we agree?
Yes, sir.
Now, let me tell you how that works and why that works. If you have 5 over 3 being multiplied times 3 over 5, look at the end result. Okay? Look at the end result. What's 5 times 3?
15.
15. What's 3 times 5?
15.
15. Well, what's 15 over 15?
1.
1. So, and it ends up at 1. That's why you multiply times the reciprocal, so that 5 over 5 cancels out, 3 over 3 cancels out, and I'm left with 1x. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Pretty simple, right? Simple up to that point. What you gotta do, again, is the same thing you've been doing all this whole time. You gotta multiply times whatever you multiply this side, you gotta multiply times this side, right? So what did I multiply times this side?
5/3.
5/3. So then I gotta multiply 5. And then bring down my equal sign. Yes? So, negative 2 times 5 over 3 gives me what? Now, if I'm going to multiply these two, I got to turn this one into a fraction. So how do I turn a negative 2 into a fraction?
By putting it over 1.
By putting it over 1. So now I have negative 2 times 5 and 1 times 3. So what's negative 2 times 5?
Positive 10.
Positive 10?
Negative 10.
Negative 10. 1 times 3?
3.
So now I just simplify. How many times does 3 fit into 10?
9, 3, 2,
3.
2. No,
3
3.
whole times?
Yeah.
How many left over?
0.5. No.
1.
Oh, yeah.
Is that positive or negative answer?
Positive.
Negative.
Check this out. So my answer is negative. So my answer is x equals 3 wholes with 1/3 left over. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes? Good.